she would see that most people habituate after 6 to 8 to 12 months, right? So that would be an additional factor for anxiety for her. So she would go like, wait, but I'm already 6-7 months in, so if I don't habituate in a month or two, then this is gonna be so bad, and now I had another day where I had a setback where I couldn't complete my goals and I couldn't work and do anything, and I really need to habituate. I can't be dealing with this right. Hey guys, this is Frida here. Yeah, I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I just need a little bit of an outlet today. I'm going to tell you about 2 coaching sessions that I have, both of which were, very good coaching sessions, but kind of crazy to see how much suffering there is in just tinnitus alone, right? How many people, if we look at the numbers, right, online, people looking for tinnitus cures, dealing with tinnitus, and just in every individual person that I'm talking to in the coaching sessions, in online, people just asking me for advice, in the short coaching sessions that I provide. Wow. I just need to say, like, the first coaching session today was very positive, very nice. We were talking about how it's that person had tinnitus for a long while already, but got out of habituation and back into a negative vicious cycle again, and would not be able to complete her normal daily living, but would just stick up for tinnitus and just be able not to complete her daily goals and continue her life. And to look at the tools or strategies to habituate online, she would see that most people habituate after 6 to 8 to 12 months, right? So that would be an additional factor for anxiety for her. So she would go like, wait, but I'm already 6-7 months in, so if I don't habituate in a month or two, then this is going to be so bad, and now I had another day where I had a setback where I couldn't complete my goals and I couldn't work and do anything, and I really need to habituate. I can't be dealing with this right now. And this is exactly the wrong way, right? Why? Because you can't force it. Like, there's this joke, love is like a fart. If you force it, it's probably going to be, And the same goes for tinnitus and habituation. Habituation is like a fart. If you force it, it's probably, You can't force it. It's impossible to force. You need to, at some point, here's how habituation works. So over these 6 to 8 months or longer, habituation works in which your brain gets used to the stimulus and you're not constantly upset over the stimulus anymore, so that you're like, it's just my tinnitus. And then it goes back into the background and you're focusing on the next different thing again. But if you're always in the morning is like, is it positive? Is it negative? Is it loud? Is it quiet? Can I not complete my daily goals because of my tinnitus? Am I going to be in a bad mood because of my tinnitus? If that reactivity continues, it can be that you don't manage to habituate at all, right? It might be some people do that for decades, and this is terrifying, right? And I completely agree that it's terrifying stuff, but you need to have the right recipe. You need to be compassionate with yourself, going through a difficult time right now, knowingly going through a difficult time right now, and say, okay, I can't go after a recipe. I can't go and say, well, other people have habituated after 8 months. Why can't I? This is going to make everything worse, you understand? Because you're going to be increasing your anxiety, and it's also going to increase the amount of vigilance that your brain and you are going to put on your tinnitus. Right? You're going to be a lot more vigilant about your tinnitus. You're going to be scrutinizing your tinnitus. You're going to be looking at, like, in the shower, can I hear it? Is it still loud? Is it better than yesterday? Is it worse than yesterday? And believe me, I've done it as well. But like this is heartbreaking stuff, right? And I've done it as well in the past 12 years ago, right? But I keep discovering these behavioral patterns. So what you do instead is to try and say, to accept the difficulty of the situation, to say, I have a tinnitus and I am struggling with it, but I'm trying to not add fuel to the fire. I'm not trying to pour gasoline into the fire. in saying like, oh my God, if I haven't habituated by this or that month, or if I tried this and then I tried that, and if this doesn't work and that doesn't work, it's done, I'm screwed, and it's going to be this for the rest of my... No, you got to turn the candle around. You got to go at habituation from a different angle. Habituation occurs like sleep, right? Sleep, what do you do literally to induce sleep at night? Nothing. You lie down, you put your head on the pillow, and you go to sleep. That's all you do. And there is not more to it. There's nothing you can force there. Same with sleep. If you try to force it, if you say, I have to sleep now, I got to be up tomorrow, you're engaging your brain, you're releasing stress hormones, you won't be sleeping. Same with tinnitus. If you engage your brain that tinnitus is a problem solution mechanism, right? That you're stuck in this problem solution mechanism, the part where it's very habitual, right? Then you won't solve your tinnitus. The only thing what you're going to do is you're going to create a bigger obsession. And then the next one I had is like, she had a lot on her plate, the next coaching client. Like, she had a lot on her plate, a lot at work, a lot in private, a lot in traveling different places. And it's just a lot on her plate, right? And then she's like, oh, I had to sleep with the TV on and I couldn't fall asleep. And I'm thinking I slept quite a lot, but I feel like I'm not getting the rest I need and I'm still feeling tired throughout the day. And I'm like, give yourself a break. You've got a lot of stuff going on. It's normal to feel tired. Everyone would feel tired. Don't put that additional weight on your tinnitus, right? Your tinnitus has been there before. You also had tinnitus for a long while. But your tinnitus has been there before. Your tinnitus has been bad before. So don't put that additional pressure on. And the rest, the quality of rest is also not always saying how tired we feel throughout the day, right? So it doesn't always have to be only your tinnitus that leads to the fact that you maybe don't get the quality of sleep when you're stressed out. And even though you sleep normally, your normal time, you might still be feeling a little bit tired because a lot of stuff is going on in your life. A lot of people experience that, but don't mistake that for tinnitus because it's going to add added anxiety. It's going to create additional suffering. It's going to create additional obsession around your tinnitus. But I said the one example that I gave is like, you're in traffic and someone cuts you off, right? So someone takes, you have the rights of way and someone cuts you off. So you get pissed off about that person. You have two choices. You can go after that person. You can open the door. You can punch them in the face. You're probably going to end up in jail. Or if you don't end up in jail, at least you're going to get a very, very hectic fine, right? Because punching someone in the face is not an adequate response to them cutting you off. So the second thing is you like, well, okay, maybe they had a pregnant wife in there and they have to really rush to the hospital, or so you never know what the circumstances of that person are, right? Maybe they cut you off for a very valid reason, but you'd never know that reason. So the second one is you just go like, okay, or at the least you go, oh, what an asshole, and you continue your day and you don't let that get to you, right? And with tinnitus is similar, but it's your choice whether you go and want to punch, and say, oh my God, this is terrible. Every single day I'm dealing with this. I can't solve it. And like, I've tried all these things and it's just not getting better. Or you can just do the second one and say, I'm not adding fuel to the fire. I'm just going to let it be where it is. And I'm going to look at the habitual behavior that I have been behaving towards my tinnitus to that's been adding fuel to the fire. And now I'm just going to say, okay, I just have tinnitus right now. And I'm using tools of cognitive behavioral therapy and acceptance and commitment therapy, signaling your brain that tinnitus is not dangerous. And to try and break that perpetual cycle of anxiety of being upset about your tinnitus and always tuning into it, whether it's worse or better or where it is right now or what kind of toll it's already taken on your life, right? Many people say, look, it's destroyed my marriage. And of course, these people will continue to scrutinize that tinnitus, and of course they will be hung up because the toll that tinnitus had on their life is so big, right? So of course they're going to continue to toss and toll with it. So I'm saying, have some compassion with you. You're in a difficult period of your life. You have a lot of things going on. A lot of the people and my clients work with do. And tinnitus is an additional one. But don't add fuel to the fire. Accept that you're going through a difficult time. Accept that your tinnitus is what it is right now. But the biggest part that you want to be doing is you want to symbol to your brain and signal to your brain that tinnitus is not dangerous. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Habituation cannot be forced. tell your brain tinnitus is not dangerous, and it will reward you with having tinnitus go into the background, because it learns that it doesn't continuously has to focus on your tinnitus. And it's 100% possible for me. It's 100% possible for the 2 clients that I just worked with today. And I just wanted to get this off my chest and really talk to all of you out there that there's so much hope, but maybe habituation and getting used to your tinnitus and really living your best life despite tinnitus. This is possible in signaling to your brain that tinnitus is not dangerous, and you can do that. And I want to invite you for a 2 weeks free trial to our mytinnitus.club community, where you can take my basic tinnitus online course that is going to tell you just that, how to use these tools in order to really get on with your life and focus on the more important things in life. Because I know how much of a toll it can take on your life, and I don't want it to take the same toll on your life. In all honesty, I promise you, this is what I want. And yeah, if you go to www.mytinnitus.club, you can get a free trial for 2 weeks. That's enough time to complete the course on there, and then decide whether you want to stick to the platform or not. We have a community meeting coming up on Thursday where we all meet in a community together. We have a live meeting discussing tinnitus and everything that it's done to us, or also the progress that many of the people have been able to accomplish with the program. So there's a lot of positive aspects in there as well, and we have a positive community. So there's no needing around. There's positive support each other. And I would love to see you there as well. For all other inquiries, send me an email to frieda@outringtinnitus.com. I appreciate you, and together, let's build your best life despite tinnitus. I'll see you soon. Bye.